much time it takes for application like this one that we have, DataFlow, to create a beautiful chart or some kinds of chart, right? Now this is a application that I have been working on for a couple of months now already. So let's see what it can do, right? This has like more than usual functionality that you can think of that. So what it does is like you give a data source. Currently it support like standard CSV or Excel or like your Microsoft file. It analyze and it can do a lot of bar chart, line chart, or pie chart, or whatever chart you can share with your friends or something like that, right? Currently the whole application is free, so it's pretty much free to use, but in future I'm thinking $29 per month, but please let me know. And this is the contact for us. Let me log in. So these are the chart when I was testing I created. um, uh, the easiest, the cool thing about current chart is like this AI chart. I really like it. Like for example, in here, what I can do is like I can date versus, like for performance table I do have some of the column named date versus, I don't know what do we have. Let's see. In data source, in performance table I have date versus revenue, or I mean date versus maybe gross profit. Like I can do like date versus gross profit. No, date over, let's see, is it date? Yeah, let's try same name. Hopefully this works. Oh yeah, because I didn't choose any data. My bad. So yeah, so gross profit over time. Rookie mistake. Then I can also do something different, right? um, Maybe instead of creating a line chart on a pie chart, maybe no, it's same bar chart. Yeah, bar chart works. So yeah, so kind of like this is something like a very cool idea that I had, and pretty much it seems it works. Then once you have it, like you can just save it, and then if you see, you can save as changes, and that do the thing, gross profit by date and title. It just automatically generated data source and everything. Now what you can do with this chart, right? If you see here I have this chart and I already have it. Now I have like other chart also generated here, like some are like weirdly stupid, like random number, let's say even this, right? So what you can do is like you can create a dashboard out of it, right? So if you see the dashboard is created. Now you can go to my dashboard. This is the one just now I created, I believe. So yeah, last update less than a minute ago. Yeah. If I look, you'll see that I have this dashboard and all those data, right? Just now I choose gross profit by date, and then there was some revenue and then other format. So this is kind of the overall idea of like generating different dashboard. Now in some situation you probably need a more specialized dashboard, right? So that's why these um, reports comes in. Like you can create a specialized report, as well as this report works like you build a report. Like for example, if you just add any of the data source, right? I already have one. I can choose any, like let's say performance. So what it does is like I can create a, let's say, area chart, and in x-axis is date by count. If I do that, if you see that it just automatically create those chart. uh, uh, it can do count, sum, or whatever like you want to do, right? So by date something, and you can save this report. And if I go to my report, you'll see that this report is generated. We can also do like specialized chart, right? And like this is a analytics solution. So I have pre-uploaded this data that we have here. You can bring your own data to, I'm gonna work on something, probably uh, a solution where you can pull up your database data, or maybe a data from a third party like Google Analytics or something like that. But that's something long term solution. But for now, more of static data from S3 or Azure Blob Storage or something that I'm looking for. That's more easy to handle, I believe, rather going through a lot of GDRP solution and all the stuff. So once I choose the data, you'll see that wow, it's create those nice dashboard. Similar, like I have this ad analytics, and this will stay as it is. Like you can upload a new data here also, and then you can choose those data whatever. And this kind of give a overview how you think things are working. Probably a good idea would be pull those data regularly and then create different version of this data. That might be useful. Or maybe instead of like having data in one place, like uh, pull those data regularly on a time interval, and you can display it as much as you want. However, for the financial data, this is a premium service that I'm trying to build. This is still free until it's fully done. So it has some basic information like expenses report or something like that. The goal of me here is to be able to whenever you finish up this, the goal is to connect with some financial platform maybe, and then access those data and show those information, uh, or maybe in future, like all the premium service that gonna come in, right? Social analytic and all the stuff, there's have to be, I have to use some kinds of connector to be able to access those data, and those connectors are seems expensive to pull data. So those things are be added, but not today or tomorrow, but maybe in the long run I'm gonna add those. A very significant important is like those reports or whatever you see are very much shareable. Like if I go to any of the, let's say, my dashboard, any of this chart that you see, for example this one, right, is shareable. Like I can open this chart in a new tab, and you'll see that this chart is coming as a shared version of it. So this is pretty much like shareable chart, and you can edit like if you want to, but just saying. So yeah, I mean, this is overall software that I have been working on. If you think that this is something useful to you, or please send me a comment feedback. In the website I have the email added already, but if you really want to look up my email, you can figure it out online. So you can send the email on here. I will be happy to see, and probably I should add a contact from here, like maybe, yeah, who knows, somebody maybe needed contact from. But yeah, this is the just basic functionality that we have, dynamic chart and all this data. So yeah, thank you.